What's going on, guys? It's Jeff back here on some more Modern Warfare 2. So yesterday I ended up finishing out all of the launchers. All of the launchers are done, so I'll show you guys at least that I have platinum challenges available here. See, 25 score streaks. Some of them are like 10 score streaks, stuff like that. I've maxed out the X13 auto, and I also finished the battle rifle. So at this point, I have like ARs, SMGs, LMGs, and pistols. So I'm finishing out pistols right now. The pistols really are not bad. Like, it's really not a bad experience. A part of me felt like I was gonna have to wait for like hardcore or something like that for pistols and stuff, because it's usually the most fun, pistols and shotgun. But usually hardcore is also there on release. This time around, it's not. So, you know, everything has to be done in core this way, so.
Hostile VSOL in the area.
Once I hear hostile VTOL coming in, I literally immediately leave. I see it get shot down instantly most of the time. It doesn't really rack up that many kills. Most of the time, I just feel like people are running that VTOL shit to be able to do whatever that God mode glitch thing is. I don't know how it's done exactly, but it has something to do with a riot shield and a VTOL. Most of the time, it's like chopper gunners, advanced UAVs, and shit. One thing I noticed with this game, one thing that I would usually do over in like my task manager, I would have my priority up for my game. It would like automatically have a high priority so the CPU concentrates on it. One weird thing about this game is that in task manager, even if you're the administrator, it just completely denies access to being able to change the priority on this game for whatever reason. I don't know why. Level 16. I need to get 40 kills with the suppressor. The weird thing about this one is that in order to do this weapon with this suppressor, I needed to get that X16 to a certain level in order to get a suppressor for this weapon. Now that I unlocked this suppressor, I want to go and do this, but I was actually going to go and finish that automatic weapon that I needed to do in order to get this. But now it's telling me that I need to level up a different pistol in order to get the akimbo attachment in order to go and you know, anyone that's not actually doing the camo grind and they're just like looking through all the attachments one by one and they're trying to figure out exactly how they unlock all the different attachments. I see people constantly talking about like, oh, how do you unlock this site? How do you do that? These guys hold literally every angle possible. I just won't even go. People don't talk about it, but playing the objective is good XP. Watch this shit. This is like 400 or 500 XP right here. Boom, 450. Not to mention with all the extra decoy grenades, you could use double XP. Whole fucking team is here. Teammate! Teammate! Most frustrating shit on this game, honestly, was the Joker doing those challenges. Fishing for a lobby that isn't absolutely decimating me. I will say, after playing this shit for this long, generally, I have positive outlooks on this game. Every single year, it's either they like it, or they don't, or they're in the middle, or they're waiting for something else. They might get to Warzone and hate that shit too. Who knows? They might all be DMZ players. Honestly, the hope is that DMZ is actually, like, successful in some way. I would love for DMZ to pop off. Imagine Warzone if they decided to just put it on the back burner the same that they did to multiplayer. Concentrate everything on DMZ. Also, one thing, I learned this from JT when we were playing pretty early. So a lot of people are complaining about how long it takes to call in kill streaks and things like that, but you can actually cancel the animation if you didn't know. All you have to do, as soon as you go to call in your kill streak, go prone and stand back up. It cancels the animation completely when you go prone, and you can shoot instead of doing this stupid animation thing. Why is this reload taking so long? Hold on.
Reloading!
That whole time when he puts it in and then turns it back, I can't do anything. Give me my points. Oh. Wait, why is hip firing better though? This guy has his headset cranked. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard a fucking footstep in days. I just literally blare music this entire time. My game volume is on like 10. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of hearing all the explosions and ridiculous shit just bombarding my ears. It's always super nice too whenever you clear somebody off of the hard point. When you kill the last person off of the hard point and you're standing in it, you get so many points. Boom, get the extra 200 there because they ended up touching it and then stepped off. You just need to understand how to maximize all of the XP and shit. How many fucking explosives are they setting up there? 3 shots at that distance, not bad. And that dude was holding the angle the entire time and still lost. Also, the dolphin dive is not as bad as you would think. Like, I don't think it's that good for, like, actual combat. But running and getting away and kind of like, no, a lot of the time whenever I'm flanking and I think they're about to see me, I'll hit the smoothest dive possible. I don't know if they actually saw me or not. They probably still see me. But I swear I get away a lot easier when I turn and dive out of that shit. Now all we need is double kills. All the suppressed kills are done. We technically don't need the suppressor anymore, but I don't mind the suppressor. Now, although it doesn't really do that much in terms of like, you know, the way that the radar works and everything at this point, which completely defeats the purpose of it. But since people are like so dependent on their ears on this game, it does kind of help. So it kind of helps to beat the shit out of the people that develop skill sets only based around just waiting. Players that wouldn't even be able to recognize like what's happening. Apparently I have to get a new monitor with my PC. All right. Oh look, a tactical insertion. What, you can't destroy it? I mean, virtually every single one of these things. I mean, people are talking about the SPR, but virtually every single one of those marksman rifles, sniper rifles that you can put, like, iron sights on, shit has been brain dead easy since World at War.
Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
So you gotta level up just from doing that. I think the top maps, it's like Farm 18, Fortress. What's that desert map with like a bunch of broken ass buildings? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know if that's in my top 3 though. I don't remember the names of the weapons or the maps on this game. It's about as confusing as the UI. Fair enough, keeping with the trend.
Hands online.
I saw that.
Hardpoint coming.
Changing map.
I walked past here and I caught him in the corner of my eye, just sitting in this corner. Found his little friend, the other target. Finally, another target that's not just him. Need that quick double, sorry. Why is it switching over to this class? What the fuck is going on? Why is it changing my class in the middle of the game? It literally changed to my other class over here. That doesn't even make sense. Seeing perks and shit change and all that shit, spawning with the wrong stuff. Why do they get this spawn point? That's the hard point. Why did they spawn on the objective? They didn't do anything. They died and spawned on it for free. The spawn systems is definitely one of the worst things about this game. Now, I play hardpoint in order to just get people moving around the map because that's what hardpoint does for people. It gets the map moving. All these people that are always like, I don't understand how you're finding these lobbies where people are moving around. People only camp on my lobby, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you're playing team deathmatch, domination, all that shit. And sure, yeah, you'll get slower paced, you know, hardpoint games, but not nearly to the same degree that you would in like TDM, for example, because people value their lives a little bit more with TDM, so they tend to play slower. Same thing with domination. Domination spawns make absolutely no sense. Not necessarily playing their life, but it's a lot easier for them to know that they only need to capture this one specific flag and then where to see when they cap that flag. Whereas on hardpoint, they have to constantly be readjusting to where the hardpoint is. So it requires a little bit more, or they'll make more mistakes. All the way up to level 26. That's one of the most annoying things I'll say about this whole thing is the lull between a lot of these challenges. 4 challenges for a weapon that say that goes up to like level 20 makes a lot of sense. It's okay. But when you have a weapon that goes all the way up to like level 30, or in this case, level 27, I think, you end up finishing this challenge and there's this giant lull in XP where there's nothing happening whatsoever. No challenge or progress is being made except weapon leveling. And it kind of feels like shit because I know that by the time I get to that level 26 challenge, I think this challenge is unlocked at level 21. Between those 5 levels, I could have already finished. That's not nearly as frustrating as, say, I don't know, how in Vanguard they literally gave you attachments that either didn't work, didn't exist, or you just couldn't have until way later. I saw that the grinders out there, they're almost done with all of Polyatomic, so Orion is definitely coming soon, within probably today, tomorrow, something like that. We'll start seeing people with Orion, and then after people unlock Orion, we're gonna have to figure out whatever the overall mastery thing reward is for completing every single weapon mastery challenge after getting Orion. Seems like a lot, yeah, but once it's done, it's truly done, and there's supposed to be a reward at the end, so. But honestly, once I hit Orion, a lot of the wind will be sucked out of my sails for sure. Nowhere to go. My team spawned in this fucking corner. There's a guy in the building here. There's a dude on the other corner of the street. These guys sitting on the end of this. Terrible spawn. And that's that challenge, so now I gotta get all the way to 26 to do this. You already know how the grind is going. Orion will be ours soon. We'll go through all the platinums, probably finish a shit ton of the platinums, to be honest, once we actually get to them per day. That should take a couple days, I assume, to get through all the platinums, and then a few days to get through all of the poly. About halfway through, so that's all gold. Then do all platinums, then do all of the polys. I already have 5 of them. I'm just happy I just don't have to do the launchers anymore. I didn't want to do the launchers so badly that I didn't even need to make them hit maximum level in order to finish their challenge. I'm done. I'm done with it. Is there a reason to get those to max? Because I will if I need to, but I don't think there's a reason to. I hope there isn't.